Hey folks, welcome back to some more Merry Skelter 2. On our last episodes, Mermaid was a little bit too pushy with Kaguya when it came to just trying to help her, and Kaguya didn't really appreciate that. Then, afterwards, Kaguya showed off her goof-off items to Gretel, and subsequently, Rapunzel ate some of Cinderella's food. So, all in all, just some little quick tidbits that happened. So, with that wee tidbit in mind, let us continue henceforth and actually start doing some more of these events because we still have quite a few to knock out, and honestly, I'm just looking forward to it. So, let's have a peek at the hallway. Oh, we're going to have a wee continuation from that spat, huh?
Kaguya-chan.
Yeah, things might be a little bit awkward after that.
どうもです。
This is awkward. This is the first time we're face to face since Kaguya went on our tirade. We don't need to apologize, and I doubt Kaguya would apologize. What to do? I mean, I think both sides are at fault in their own way. Mermaid was a little bit too pushy, and Kaguya just had a bit too much of a tone.
はい。この間はわらわも言い過ぎました。すみませんでした。かぐや。
Well, dang, that got resolved quickly. We're already making amends?
かぐやちゃん、こっちこそごめんね。人魚姫さん。
I guess what happened back then bothered Kaguya too. I mean, yeah, because they were on good terms.
お二人とも先日は景色リビドーのことで心配してくれて、ありがとうございました。そういう気遣いに慣れていなかったもので、ついきつい態度をとってしまったんです。もう気にしてないよ。でも何かあれば相談してね。私たちも力になれるかもしれないから。僕たちも景色リビドーの苦しさみたいなものは知っているから、話したくなったらいつでも聞くよ。おつーさん、人魚姫さん。それなら今聞いてもらってもいいですか？
Shoot.
もちろんいいよ。
Maybe Kaguya wanted to talk about her blood libido all along. Or maybe she's just going to be our usual lovable Princess Lazy.
前にも少しお話ししましたが、わらわの景色リビドーはあるもの、5つの宝物を欲するというものなんです。
Wait, 5 treasures? It wasn't free? Man, I must be out the loop when it comes to Kaguya's tale. Excuse me for my pseudo-ignorance, because, I mean, again, I'm not going to be as well acquainted with certain things just due to not having been exposed to them in a while.
でもその宝物は取り上げられてしまって、今はどこにあるのかわからないんです。取り上げられたって誰に？それは。
お前ら、そんなとこで何してるんだ？
Oh, hey, it's Hameru. Fancy seeing you here.
ちょっとした立ち話を。
おお、びっくりした。なんだ？
まるさん。その手に持っているものはツバメの小安貝。
おお、これか。元解放地区を漁ってる時に偶然見つけたんだ。いいだろ。
あ それは実はわらわは
どうしたの？
おつーちゃん、もしかしてあれが5つの宝物の1つなんじゃ。
そうか、それがいきなり目の前に現れたからかぐやはこんなにテンパっているのか。守、君が見つけたっていうそれはもしかしたらかぐや姫が前になくした大切なものかもしれないんだ。悪いけどちょっと見せてもらってもいいか？
ああ、別にいいけど。
ありがとう。かぐや、これは君の大切な宝物で間違いないか？
はい、そうです。これは確かにわらわの5つの宝物の1つ、ツバメの小安貝です。
Wow! What a quickie dinky! Man, well, that's already 1 out of 5. I actually thought we were going to eventually just get a literal fetch quest for them. Kind of like a little side mission just to, well, I don't know, like conclude Kaguya's arc. But then again, I mean, we haven't really had any full-blown gameplay-oriented tidbits where we have to actually do something for the characters. It's just maybe find an event in a dungeon. And that's about it. I mean, I guess there's the side quests for, well, the subcast, but not so much anything for the Blood Maidens yet. Honestly, if we do get a sequel, I would love to see that be like a gameplay edition, like actual things that we have to do for the characters. Rather than just, well, give them some random junk you picked up the floor and get their affection to max. You know, that kind of deal. Like, I wouldn't mind being a bit more involved, is what I'm saying.
話しているちょうどその時に見つかるなんてすごい偶然だね。
Also, yes, I know you have to give them particular items, except if you just buy all furniture and buy a set of it and just give all of the furniture once to them. From what I've tested, that's also good enough to max affection. So then you don't even need to get specific items to max out their affection because they can accept all furniture anyway. So, yeah, the whole specific item thing is just kind of moot. All it really serves is convenience to get them maxed out rather than just bashing furniture, I suppose. Hey, Noodles?
守さん、これを譲っていただけますか？
譲るも何も、今の話聞いてたら、もともとお前のものなんだろ。お前が持っておけよ。
ありがとうございます。
じゃあな、よくわかんないけど、大事なものならもうなくすなよ。
よかったね、かぐやちゃん。おつーさん、人魚姫さん、ありがとうございました。かぐやちゃんたらすごく嬉しそう。
大事な宝物が一つでも手元に戻ったんだから当然だよね。
はい。でもそれだけじゃなくて、お二人がわらわのことを自分のことのように心配してくれたのがとても嬉しかったんです。
Aw, ain't you a sweetheart in your own way?
だってかぐやちゃんは大事な仲間だもん。
Of course, that also applies to those lovable two on the right.
かぐやが元気になってくれてよかったよ。
はい、みんなのおかげです。
I've never seen Kaguya smile like that before. It looks like she's a bit more friendly now. I'm just as happy as her now. I can only hope we can strengthen our friendship even further. Oh dang, that was a shorty. I was kind of expecting events to play back to back. Now we have choices. We could go to the front or the platform, or we could start looking at some of our events in the living quarters because we do have some of these to knock out. So, you know what? Yeah, let's do some of our living quarter events. I think we'll do Hameru next because it's actually been a wee while since we've last seen her.
おつ、少し話があるのだが、入っていいか？
Absolutely honky dory here.
ハーメルンかい？どうぞ入っていいよ。それで話って何？
Besides, getting events of Hameru always makes me happy because she's, again, quite the character.
我はこのままでいいのだろうか。
Oh, it's a continuation to that.
これまた急な話だね。まだ仲間を守れてないと思ってるのかい？
Hameru, if I could just show you footage of you in literally any boss fight, I'm sure you would be convinced otherwise. Like, she's just our highest damage dealer. And she's our sturdiest character. She's just overall our strongest party member. If she could use items too, I think she would be able to solo the game, honestly, with a little bit of enough grinding.
そうではない。そうではないが。勇者としてみんなを守れているのは分かった。だが、同時にみんなに守られてもいるのだ。本当にそれでいいのだろうか。
I mean, we help each other out. We don't want you doing literally everything now. I mean, if we give you the item function, that would be about OTT, right?
我は勇者として仲間を守ると約束した。他のみんなに守られているようでは、約束を守れていないのではないか？
Is Hameru's persistence in keeping a promise part of her blood libido?
僕たちに守られるのは嫌かい？
嫌というわけではない。だが、それでは約束が。
ねえ、ハーメルン。約束って大事？
大事に決まっているだろう。約束は守るのが当然なのだからな。
わかった。なら、もう一つ別の約束をしよう。
別の約束？
Yeah, we'll just protect each other.
ハーメルンが一方的に僕たちを守る勇者としての約束じゃなくて、一緒にこのジェイルを脱獄するんだ。そのために仲間を守り、仲間に守られる。
Oh, it's time for this track again. Tag, they know when to play it.
守られる。
そうだよ。これはハーメルンと僕たちの仲間同士の約束だ。
そうか。それが仲間なのか。ようやくわかった。ならばオツ、我は仲間としてもう一つ約束したい。
いいけど、何？
仲間として脱獄できた暁にはみんなで盛大にダンスパーティーをしよう。無論演奏は我が担当する。
Of course you would, you little Pied Piper, you.
何それ？でもいいね。脱獄した後の楽しみが一つ増えたよ。
絶対にここから全員無事に脱獄せねばな。
誰一人欠けることなく全員無事に脱獄しよう。
Ah, that was short and sweet. I liked that. Let's check your affection. So, yeah, we largely have everybody maxed except for Cinderella since she's a recent addition. So we just need to max her out. Alright, time for Cindy.
ここだよな、シンデレラの部屋って。
It's great to see her back, but I am a bit worried. I mean, she's good friends with Rapunzel. I would presume this was the first event in order of the other ones, though. It must feel weird, especially when time has passed around you like this. I mean, that too, because for her time was frozen. She could be thoroughly confused, so I better support her as a friend.
それじゃあノックを。
なんでです
どうしたんだ。シンデレラ入るぞ。
の？おつ。
Dang! Nice place!
シンデレラ、今すごい声が聞こえたけど。って姫も来ていたんですね。
You know, a lot of this room makes sense to me as far as like Cinderella goes, like both in tale and as a character. But there's one glaring thing to me, and it's at the top, just a little bit above Mermaid. Why do you have a disco ball? I get that there was a ball to have, you know, like Cinderella went to a place to dance, but dang. Why a disco ball?
ちょっとシンデレラさんのことが気になっちゃって。
I see, so she came for the same reason I did. She truly is a kind soul.
ところでシンデレラ、さっき何か叫んでなかったか？
別に何も言ってませんわ。
なんでですのって聞こえたけど。
ちゃんと聞こえてたんじゃありませんの。少し悔しかっただけですわ。人魚姫があまりにも優しくて、まるでお姉さんみたいで。
Yeah, I can imagine getting accustomed to that is going to be strange because, again, Cinderella stayed as how she was back then, whilst everybody else grew. The only exception would be someone like Rapunzel, whom if she wasn't already acquainted with, which would be also relatively close to her age range. At least physically, mentally, they're certainly different. They couldn't be any more different, but physically speaking, they're probably a similar age. It's a strange one because it's like, did Cinderella age or did she just not? Was it just stunted growth, but her age went up? We don't know. We don't know what blood Skelter does to a person other than driving them insane, right?
いつの間にかみんな大きくなってるんですもの。昔は私の方が年上だったのにって思ったら複雑で。
Oh, I'll bet.
まあ、それはそうだろうな。
だいたい人魚姫が絶妙なタイミングで来るのがいけないんですわ。ちょうど私が戸惑って不安になっている時に会いに来て優しくしてくれるんですもの。なんだか子供扱いされたようで、ますます複雑な気分ですわ。ごめんね。
それで嘆いていたわけか。
こんなことでわめいていてはますます子供みたいなのは分かっていますわ。全然お姉さんらしくないですわね。
だけどさ、そもそもシンデレラって元からそんなにお姉さんっぽくなかったよな。赤ずきんはお姉さんって感じだったけど、シンデレラはあんまり年上って感じじゃなかったっていうか。
ちょっとおつーちゃん。
でもまあシンデレラはシンデレラだよ。気にすることないんじゃないかな。
安っぽい慰めなんていりませんわ。どうせ私は出来損ないですもの。頼りがいがなかったということですわね。
いや、そんなことは。
確かに私は昔から訓練も上手にできなかったし、武器の扱いも下手でしたわ。でも運動神経は良かったよね。素手での接近戦だって誰より強かったし、シンデレラさんはすごいと思うな。
Yeah, but the best melee fighter thing is now everybody who's a fighter class in our case. Oh boy. Also, if you had to try out a physical build for Sue, I know I'm talking about gameplay here, but I'm truly curious about that. But back then, honestly makes sense. I mean, she's very athletic, and I mean, despite what's said here, because I'm basing off of the Cinderella that I know, but I mean, she literally used these big old metal boots. Dang, them kicks must hurt.
たまたま調子がいい時があったというだけですわ。むしろすぐ焦ってミスしてしまうことの方が多くて。失敗くらい誰にでもあるでしょ。そんなのよりできたことを数える方が楽しいよ。
シンデレラは自分を過小評価するところがあるよな。欠点を大げさに受け止めちゃうというか。
過小評価？
昔は分からなかったけど、大人になった今なら分かる。シンデレラはもっと自分を評価すべきだ。
そうだよ。欠点ばっかり数え上げてたら私だって落ち込んじゃうもん。それは確かに。だけど私はお姉さんのはずなのに、こんな私じゃ。
Okay, but at the very least, you have something to look forward to when you get older. I mean, you do turn into a total bombshell. I ain't gonna dispute that, right? It's a toughie, right? Because I love how small and cute Cinderella is here, but her older stature also looks absolutely gorge. Like, oh, I can't pick. Because they're both fantastic, right? It's kind of like with some of the other character redesigns. I really like Sleepy's original design, but I think she looks totes adorbs with her short hair too, and it's like... I know I'm stuck with one or the other, depending on which game I'm playing, right? But a part of me just wishes I would be able to have that choice. Like, a character like Alice doesn't really change much in apparel. Like, I think she's now wearing a white apparel instead of the black one, which is fine. Bumpy didn't really change much either. But there's just some things that I would love to have, you know, like just the ability of choice. Granted, it would probably take you out of immersion if you were to just choose small Cinderella instead of her older self at any given moment in the original game, so I kind of get it. But again, it's just me. There's just certain things I really like. And it's tough because this is one of the few times that I can just say, wow, I love the entire cast, and I like their redesigns too, and I like their original forms, and I like almost all of their outfit choices as well. And dang, why can't I just use the entire cast at all times?
まだそんなこと言ってるのか？お姉さんとか年上とか年下とかそんなの関係ないだろ。
Yeah, I mean, that's what some people say. That's a room that we call jail. Age is just a number, and jail is just a room.
僕たちは黎明の大事な家族じゃないか。
Of course, I'm just jesting, though. Because in this context, yeah, age doesn't really matter. They're still deeply connected to each other.
家族？
Yes! Ohana means family!
大事な家族だよ。また一緒にいられるようになってすごく嬉しいな。本当に？
Yes.
もちろん。そうですか。はい。そこまで言うのなら仕方ありませんわね。お姉さん問題はひとまず気にしないであげますわ。
Okay, that was for a good adorbs, though. Gosh dang it.
家族か。そうでしたわね。私たちは家族でしたわね。
Looks like she's a bit better now. She's so simple. No, so pure. Maybe it's a good thing for my heart that she eventually grows up. Well, she's still fantastic. I don't need that much levels of small petite cuteness all at the same time. Oh, it's just something about this art style coupled with that just makes me think, oh, so cute. It just makes me hung a bit, you know? I guess that's how young she was, considering she used to be older than us. This does feel awkward. What?
どうかしましたの？
Now, what kind of gifts do you like? Well, you like a broom, but yeah, this is what I mean. I could just give her one set of all of these, and Cinderella would be max affection. Obviously, we're not going to do that right now because it takes a while. Not like a long time, but it's not exactly exciting to look at. And besides, this might be our ending point here because, you know, I kind of like these little things being a bit short right now. It gives me a bit of a breather from the two lengthy bouts because I'm kind of doing these back to back with breaks in between. But what's in the work order? Just new orders, right? Now we have a lot of these to still do. I hate this katana fragment quest, by the way. I tried that. I grinded. Albeit on and off for 2 hours. There's only one enemy that drops it, and I've only got 6 of them. And I was originally going to do a bunch of these, and this is one of the biggest weak points, is the fact that you cannot just accept all of them, right? Like, I can't just be like, yeah, let me just accept this, or, you know, this 10 libido one. Like, I can't just multitask a bunch of these together. And it would be fantastic. Now, these originally weren't piling up because originally I was a lot more diligent. But a part of me was just like, man, this katana fragment one just made me not be as diligent when it came to work orders. Because I was just thinking, well, if it took me that long to just get 6 of these, and now I have to go and get another 4, then once when I get the 4, then what's stopping another drop rate related one for that? Like, obviously, sure, yeah, there's somewhere you just go to a certain point and it's done. And then, like, obviously, this one here, I would just grab this one last out of the current selection. Because that would make sense. I mean, you just do... Oh, and I guess the hunger one would be, like, the second to last. But there's just wee things like that. Because I don't even need the money or the items from these. It'd more so just be for the dialogue sequences. These are about the only ones that I would do. And that's the only reason why, right? Like, it would literally just be for dialogue. Because the rewards are moot. I have an absolute ludicrous amount of income that I can get at any given moment because blood farming's ridiculous and yada yada yada, tangent, 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 ramble, ramble, ramble. You get the point, you get the point. So, regardless, this shall be our ending point as mentioned prior. So, folks, thank you all for watching this episode of Merry Skelter 2, and I'll see you all next time as we continue our jailbreak. Ta-ta for now.